Hi, welcome again to to students, especially the Form 5 candidates. Welcome to another series for SPM Success Series. I can see some comments already. I can see Shena, Ahmad, Sham, Nurin. Okay, hi. I think Ahmad was here last week. Thank you for watching again. I hope that you will enjoy and benefit from the lesson today. So without any ado, I'll start the lesson. So let me share the screen first. Okay, so this is the banner from Academy YouTuber because I'm a member of Academy YouTuber. So this Academy offers free online tuition. There are many tuitions every day. So this today is our online class for Form 5 and we are doing English language. Okay, before that, I would like to say that this is the initiative of three organizations. You have Club Guru Malaysia, EDD Malaysia, and also Academy YouTuber. So these are the organizations that make free online classes a reality for many students in Malaysia today. Okay, so I call this series SPM Success Series, and then it is more on directed writing, since we have about maybe 3 weeks before your actual exam. So now, last week I did a sort of lesson, and also I gave you some tips and also examples of sentences for, if you remember, it was on formal letter. So today we're going to look at speech. So let's look at the first one. Okay, these are list of SPM papers from 1997 to 2019. So let's look at some questions. So for talk appeared in 2002. It was a talk to students on road safety. So again in 2007, a talk to students. It is on a reference book that is useful for secondary students. So later on, in 2011, a speech to Red Crescent Society members to inform about how to manage a sprained ankle. And then in 2015 and 2016, speech came out again. Of 2015 was farewell speech. It was about favorite teacher, English teacher who is retiring. And 2016, it is a talk to persuade your classmates to choose a destination for a school trip. Okay, so the last time a speech or talk came out in the exam was in 2016. So in 2020, will it come out again? So last week we did formal letter, and then today we are doing talk. Hopefully next week we can do informal letter. And then don't forget there are two more format. First is a report and another one is an article. Okay, so this is the summary. 2002, 2007, 2011, 2015, and 2016. So these are all questions for talk or a speech. So the title is wrong, okay? SPM papers on report is not report. So this is a speech. So this is a bit wrong, sorry. So this is a speech. Okay, let's continue. So directed writing type would be talk or speech. Okay, so normally if the question is on talk or speech, what will be asked in the exam? Normally, you're asked to inform or share some information. Number 2, it is to welcome or to bid farewell to maybe a student, a friend, a classmate, or a teacher. And then the last one is to persuade or to encourage the audience to do something. Okay. So I repeat, if talk, there are normally 3 functions that you have to do. They will ask you to inform or to share information, and then to welcome or to say goodbye to somebody, or to persuade and encourage. So normally these are the contents. Now for the format of a speech or talk. So you start with good morning to. So this is the introduction. Remember, in introduction, you must have greeting. You have to introduce yourself or oneself. Then you must state the objectives. And then you must thank the organizer of the school. Okay, let me look at any questions so far. Okay, so later on, followed by the content. So we did this introduction, then we have the content, which can be paragraph 2, paragraph 3, paragraph 4, and others. So you need to complete all the 12 content points. And then followed by the closing. The last paragraph is the closing, where you have to thank the audience and you can write your hope and wish. Okay, remember, thanking here, the first one here, okay, is thanking the person who is allowing you to speak or asking you to speak. But thanks at the end there, you have to thank the audience. Oops, sorry. You have to thank the audience. So make sure you know which is the correct one, okay? So let's go through the format one by one, okay, so you can understand with the sample sentences. Okay, now we're going to look at SPM paper from the year 2016. So this is the paper. Okay, I don't know why there is a question mark there because I wrote something there. Okay, let me erase first. Okay, okay, I'll just continue. Okay, let's look at the question. We'll zoom in. The question will be section A, directed writing, time suggested 45 minutes. Your teacher is organizing a study trip. Okay. Let me end the show for a while. Okay, sorry for that. Okay, let me start again. Okay, sorry for the mistake there. So this is a question. Let's zoom in. So 2016. So let's look at the question. The question is, your teacher is organizing a study trip. She has suggested either a visit to a television factory or a trip to a tea plantation. Using the information in the table below, write a talk to persuade your classmates to choose one of the 2 trips. So remember, it is a study trip, 2 choices. One is to visit a television factory, or another one is to the tea plantation. And then number 2, you need to persuade your classmates. So persuade here is like if it's in BM, it is memujuk. Okay, then remember, it is a talk to your class only. So you're giving a talk to the class. So in the talk, you should describe all the details of the 2 trips, state which trip you think is more suitable, suggest one thing student will learn from the trip. So here you have questions like how far, how long, where to stay, how much, and transport. So there are 2 trips, one to DM Television Factory and another one is SLT Plantation. So you have C1, C2 for the distance, C3 and C4 for duration, and then you have accommodation, C5, C6, the cost, C7, C8, and then you have the next one, transport. Transport will be no transport, and then school bus. So C10, C11. So where is C11? C11 is here. Okay. So C11 is state which trip you think is more suitable. So you have to choose and then suggest one thing students will learn from the trip. Okay. So when writing the talk, you must use appropriate greeting, state the purpose of the talk, use all the notes given, give your own ideas when needed, and use an appropriate closing. So here we have format 1. Format 1 is the first mark that you're going to get for format. So we have greeting. Format 2 will be the purpose. And then format 3 will be the closing. So the 3 formats are from there. Okay, so this slide is showing the content points again. So we have 12 content points. Okay, remember this is the old format. In the old format, normally the question will give you all the content points. The ideas are there, the information is there. But for the later years, they ask you to maybe provide 2 ideas of your own. Okay, so far any question? Can I see? Because I'm using my handphone for the question. Okay, so no question yet, right? Okay, let's continue. Okay, this is paragraph 1. In paragraph 1, remember that you have to greet, introduce yourself, and then state the purpose and also thank the school or the teacher. Okay, so greet. How do you greet? You can greet by writing, "Good morning to our class teacher." Remember that? Remember the audience. Okay, who is the audience here? Who are the people listening to you? So here will be, let me use the highlighter, which is easier. Okay, so here you have, who are the people listening to you? So it could be your teacher and also the classmates. So you can write, "Good morning to our class teacher, Puan Haida, and dear classmates." Or you can say, "Good morning, everyone." If you want to, if you think that there is no teacher there, you can say, "Good morning, everyone." Or you can say, "A very good morning to our teacher and all of you in this class." Or you can say, "Greetings to Puan Amelia, our class teacher and friends." Or you can say, "Hello, fellow classmates." You can say, "A very good morning to our beloved." You can use beloved. Oh, sorry. Okay, you can use beloved class teacher, Mrs. Thomas, and all my classmates in Tri Muzaffar, example. So that is called the greeting. So greeting can be good morning, a very good morning, or you can say hello. So can you understand greeting? I think greeting is quite easy, right? Okay. One thing about greeting, be careful with the word fellow. Okay, fellow is actually referring to somebody close to you, like friends. So you cannot use fellow. Because students will write this. Okay, some students will use fellow friends. You cannot write fellow friends because this is like redundant repetition. It's like kawan-kawan. So if you want to use fellow, you cannot use friends. Okay, you can use fellow classmates, fellow students, okay, but never fellow friends. Okay, is it? Do you understand this part? How many words should we write? Okay, it's about, to be safe, it's about 200 words or 250. Okay, who is asking? No, Amira is asking. Okay, what about the words? In directed writing, they do not specify the words that you have to write. Okay, next. For paragraph 2, still the same. You have to introduce yourself. First, to greet. Now you are introducing yourself. Okay, so you have to introduce yourself. So you can say, "Today as the class monitor." So who are you? You are the class monitor. So you can say, "Today as your class monitor, I want to inform, or I will inform you about a study trip planned by our class teacher." Okay, there are 2, 3, blah, 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 then you can continue here. Okay. Or you can say, "Puan Haida has asked me, the class monitor, to inform all of you about a study trip." Okay, here you need not introduce yourself. You need not say, "Hi, I am Ali, the class monitor," because everybody knows that you are the monitor. Okay. So indirectly, you can say, "As a class monitor, today I will be explaining about a study trip." Okay, that is how you introduce yourself. Okay, next. Still in paragraph 1, we are doing the third one is purpose. Purpose is the reason why you are talking. So you can say, today I have been honored with the task of encouraging all of you to choose between two study trips. After doing much research, I strongly encourage all of us to choose the trip to the tea plantation. So for this student, he or she, the candidate, directly say the choice. So for here, if in the exam, it is already C11 because of the choice. Okay. So if you do not want to write this, you can write later on in the last paragraph or in the second last paragraph. Okay, so this is the purpose, to encourage the classmates to choose between the two trips. Okay, and then the person say, I'm sure it is the trip to the tea plantation. I'm all for this. Okay, second example, I'm standing here before you to inform you about the study trip that Mrs. Thomas is organizing and persuade. So this candidate use the word persuade because this is from the question. Persuade is memujuk everyone to collectively. Collectively means all, everybody. Okay, to persuade everyone to collectively decide on one of the two locations or the places or the destinations suggested by her. However, before I proceed to explain my personal choice, let me or allow me first to describe the details of both the trips. Okay, so that is the purpose, to inform and also to persuade. Okay, the last example. After much consideration, our teacher has narrowed down the options to either a visit to a television factory or a trip to a tea plantation. Today, okay, so I will explain about the two trips and encourage you to choose the trip which, in my opinion, is the better choice. Okay, so remember, purpose is you have to explain and also persuade. So be careful with this type of question, okay? And lastly, in paragraph 1, you're still doing paragraph 1, okay? So you have to thank the teacher or the school. So if you do not want to do this, it is okay. As long as you have greet, you introduce yourself, you have the purpose, okay? How to thank or express gratitude. You can say, I would like to thank Mrs. Thomas for giving me the opportunity to speak to all of you. Okay, it can be the last one. And then, or you can say, before I begin, I wish to thank Puan Khalida for this opportunity to inform the class regarding our coming study trip. Okay, let's look at the word here. We have the word opportunity. This is peluang, okay? So, normally students will write, I would like to thank Mrs. Thomas for giving me the chance. So, don't use the word chance. Okay, I'm going to write the word here. Okay, many of you will use the word chance. So it is better to write opportunity. Okay, don't use chance. Okay, now we have finished the introduction. Now going on to paragraph 2, 3, 4, and others. Any questions so far? So let me look at the question because I'm using my handphone and also my laptop. Okay. So far, any question? No questions, right? Okay, let's continue. So in paragraph 2 and 3 and 4 and the rest, you can choose to write which points. Okay, it doesn't mean that they have to be in order, but it is easier to put them in order. C1 first and C2, followed by C3 and C4. So C1, how far? 2 kilometers. C2, 250 kilometers. C3, 1 day. And then C4, 2 days and 1 night. So one is DM Television Factory. One is SLT Plantation. Okay. So you can write. The first option we have is to visit DM Television Factory, which is located a stone's throw away from us, at a distance of exactly 2 kilometers. How long would the trip be, you ask? Okay, you can ask in a dialogue form a question because this is to make the whole essay more friendly because you are talking to your friends in the class. Okay, an excellent question. It is only a day trip. We could leave before the crack of dawn. The crack of dawn is early in the morning, and arrive back at school only when there is no more light in the sky. Meanwhile, the duration for our trip to SLT plantation will be 2 days and 1 night. This is due to the long distance travel, 250 kilometers. However, I believe that we will be able to bond better during the trip compared to going to the television factory. Although the main purpose of the study trip is to obtain knowledge and information outside the classroom, it is also important to strengthen the bond between fellow classmates. So you see here, fellow classmates, okay, not fellow friends. Okay, so this is called comparing the distance 2 kilometer, 200 kilometer, 250 kilometer, and the duration. So this is how you write. And in the process of writing the paragraph, you can compare and say, oh yeah, I prefer SLT plantation because although it is far, but we can bond, we can get to know each other better. So this is called to persuade. Okay, let's look at the second example. SLT plantation is approximately 250 kilometers. Okay, let's look at this word, approximately. Okay, sometimes students will write words like for quantity, sometimes you write around. Okay, around 250. So don't write around. Okay, it is supposed to be about. It's better to write about. About is lebih kurang. Okay. So SLT plantation is about or approximately 250 kilometers from our school, whereas TM, the TM television factory, is a mere is only, okay, a mere only. Mere means very near, a bit only, 2 kilometers away. It would be fantastic to escape the hustle and bustle of the city and experience a breath of fresh air. Furthermore, the tea plantation is one of the pioneers. Pioneers is the early ones, okay, the one who started the tea planting earlier as the first, the original ones, okay. So the pioneers of the tea manufacturing industry in Malaysia. It will be beneficial for our class to widen our knowledge surrounded by nature rather than noisy, dusty walls of a factory. Furthermore, this trip to SLT plantation requires us to stay at hotel. So hotel is there. Okay, so when it is hotel, it is already for the next point. So when you mention this, you also get point for the accommodation. Okay, for 2 days and 1 night for the cost of RM 100 compared to the television factory, which is a 1-day trip. This will indeed be an experience to follow the lives of the incredible tea planters who toil hard to grow the tea leaves that we use. What a fantastic eye-opener that will be. Eye-opener means you learn something different, something new. Okay. Okay, anything else? Yes, Ahmad is good. Ahmad has written the meaning in BM. Mia is a kadar. Okay, so Mia is like very, very little, or the quantity is very small. Okay, then Ahmad wrote pioneer. Pioneer is perintis, yes. The original people who started something. Okay, next. So you can see that you need to compare the 2 points. If they give you such question, number 1 is the distance, so you have to compare distance. Number 2 is the duration, and then you have to write the duration, okay? Okay, next. We are doing a lot, C5, C6, C7, C8, C9, and C10. So all the contents, how many here? 6 contents, okay? So you can write, due to the proposed is yang dicadangkan to the DM factory being a day's worth, there will not be any need for accommodation. So no accommodation to stay the night. Furthermore, as the destination would only be a few kilometers away, no transportation will be required, which leads us to the fact that there will not be any fee for the trip. Okay, done. So no transport, no fee. it would also be a good exercise for us, as we would definitely be getting there on foot. You have to walk there. Okay. Okay, for the trip to the tea plantation, fee is RM 100, which covers the bus driver's payment, hotel accommodation. Hotel accommodation is place where you stay, and all meals. Puan Rahima has booked our school bus for this study trip. Okay, this is how you compare. Or let's look at example number 2. You only need to fork out. Fork out means spend, membelanja. A mere RM 100. Okay, sekadar 100. Okay, for fee to go on a study trip to SLT plantation. Personally, I feel this is quite reasonable, as bus fare, food and hotel accommodation are included in the fee. Although we are using our school bus, we still need to pay the drivers. The visit to the M television factory has no fee because we will not be staying anywhere and no transport is needed. For those tea fanatics in our class, okay, there is a souvenir. Tea fanatic means people who really love tea. Okay, there is a souvenir shop at the plantation. You can buy keychains and even tea from the shop for our loved ones. Okay? So we have finished all the points. We are in paragraph 3, but we have managed to finish all the content points. Okay, so let's look at paragraph 4. Paragraph 4 are C11 to state which trip you think is more suitable, and then to suggest one thing student will learn from the trip. Okay, so be careful because in those years when we mark the paper, we realize students tend to forget this. Okay, to suggest what student will learn, and also they will just write until point number 10 and forget the other 2. So, my friends, although I prefer to visit, okay, you can write, so my friends, although I prefer to visit SLT plantation, the decision lies with you. Every person has their own vote and their own right to their choice. Do think wisely about the choice you are making, but after all, any choice made is an option to learn and understand more. Thank you. So you can see from this student's answer, he or she did not write which trip. Okay, so it is better to, but it's written here, although I prefer to visit. Okay, so the person has written here. Okay, I use a pen. The candidate has mentioned, my friend, although I prefer to visit, for example, SLT plantation. So the moment you mention I prefer to visit, so you given point C11 because you state which one you think is more suitable. Okay, but in the end, this candidate said it's up to you, my friends. Okay, and then suggest one thing student will learn. Okay, is it there? Yes, because it's written learn and understand more. So you will learn and you will understand more. Okay, so for number 2, example number 2, I would definitely choose. So when you say definitely, you have made a choice. So C11 is there. I sincerely hope that all of you feel the same way as I do and choose to broaden your knowledge. So the moment you see the word broaden your knowledge, you know that this is C12. Okay, C12, broaden your knowledge. Okay, so you can write, I will definitely choose SLT plantation. I sincerely hope that all of you feel the same way as I do and choose to broaden your knowledge by going to this place. Thank you. Okay, remember to end with thank you. So the last paragraph is the closing or the conclusion. Remember, you have to maybe write a summary. You can thank the audience. Definitely, it's better to thank the audience, and then or to express your hope and wish. So you can say, okay, thank you in advance, Mrs. Thomas, for the wonderful trip that you will be organizing for us. And to my beloved classmates, I personally cannot wait to head on to this study trip with all of you. It will truly be a journey worthwhile. Worthwhile means peluang yang how to say worthwhile in BM? bermanfaat, okay, bermanfaat, or is worthy to go. Okay, next. Before we end this meeting, I wish to thank, okay, you can see here, this person thank the teacher. Okay, but this candidate thank the, I wish to thank each and every one of, okay, each and everyone. So everyone in the class. Okay, so before I end this meeting, I wish to thank each and everyone for being all ears. Being all ears means you listen well. Okay, you pay your attention, you pay attention, you listen to the class monitor, and then you say, okay, thank you for listening to me. Okay, I hope we will be able to choose the best trip for all of us. Thank you. The last one, you can say thank you for listening to me, or you can say thank you for lending me your ears. Okay, use this phrase, idiom, lending me your ears. Okay, so thank you for lending me the ears about the 2 trips, and hopefully you will agree with my choice. Thank you. Okay, any question? So when you write lending your ears, make sure you have the S here. Okay, so it is plural. So lending your ear here is like, this is your ear, so you lend your ear, so you listen. Okay, this is the ear. Okay, so you lend your ear, so memberikan perhatian, it means listening attentively. Okay, that's the end of the first question paper. So it is about giving suggestions. Okay, any question? Let me look at the chat. Any question, students? Yeah, Ahmad, thank you very much for putting on the translation for English to BM. Yes. Fanatic is somebody who loves something very much. Yes. If you're a fan, you just peminat. But if you're a fanatic, means you're like you're overboard a bit. Okay. Fanatic is like keterlaluan. Okay. If just a fan, it's just peminat. Okay. Broaden is meluaskan. Yes. Worldwide is berbaloi. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So no questions so far, right? So the first format just now, the first SPM question, the type is more on asking you to give suggestions and give reasons. Okay, so now let's look at SPM paper from the year 2015. So this is the paper. Okay, let's look at the question. Your school is organizing. So what is the school organizing? A ceremony for your favorite English teacher who is retiring. You have been asked to give a farewell speech. Use the notes below about your teacher to write your speech. Okay. So it is a ceremony in the school. So it is a ceremony in the school, a farewell. You're giving a farewell speech. So you need to know who are listening to you, right? Okay, next. Favorite English teacher is retiring. And then it is a farewell speech. Okay, next. These are the content points. Use the notes below about your teacher to write your speech. So you have all the notes here. So these are called contents. So you have content 1 to content 12. Okay. Now we have the next part of the question. When writing the speech, you should remember to greet the audience, state the purpose of your speech, use all the notes given, give your own idea when needed, and end your speech appropriately. Okay, so remember that marks are here for your speech. You will receive up to 15 marks for the format. So 3 for format and 12 for contents. Okay, and then 20 marks for the language or quality of your writing. Okay, let's look at format 1. Format 1 is greeting. Okay, greet the audience. Format 2 will be the purpose. You must state the purpose of your speech. And then format 3 is the end. How to end. Okay, how to close the speech. Okay, so let's look at the contents. We have content 1, number of years teaching in school. Number 2, previous schools. Some students do not understand the word previous school. Previous means yang lepas, yang dulu-dulu. Okay, so the achievements, we know achievements, right? So C3, 100% passes English language. C4, Innovative Teacher Award. C5, Head of English Language Panel. C6, Teacher Advisor Debating Team. C7, Organizer Charity Event. So these are the contributions. Okay, you have achievements, kejayaan, contribution, sumbangan, and next you have teachers' plans after retirement. So C8 Plan 1, give your own idea. C9 Plan 2, give your own idea. So you have C8 and C9, Plan 1 and Plan 2. So this is actually the later format for SPM exam where they ask you to give your own ideas. Okay, then you have C11, your opinion of your teacher. Also, your own idea. C11, one good memory you have of your teacher. Also, your own idea. And then C12, wish your teacher well for the future. So you can see from C8 to C12, you have to write a lot of your own ideas. Okay, so let's look at the introduction. Same thing again, remember the audience. So greet. And then who is the audience and who are you are standing there on the stage, and then when you look around, who are the people around you? So definitely for a farewell ceremony, you have the principal, you have the retired teacher, you have other teachers, then you have students, right? Because it is a school assembly. Okay, remember paragraph 1, you need to greet, you need to introduce yourself, you need to mention the purpose, and also you can thank the school or the teacher for allowing you to speak. Okay, you can say, let's look at number 1. Good morning to the respected, you can say respected principal, then honored guest, Puan Rashida, then dedicated teachers and fellow students. So there are 3 adjectives that you can use. Principal, you can say respected. The honored guest, so honored, yang diraikan. Teachers, you can use dedicated. And then students, you can use fellow. So this is actually a good sample sentence, right? Okay, or you can say, good morning, I bid to. So you can repeat the top one. Good morning, I bid to the respected principal, our honored guest, and so on. Okay, or you can use a very good morning to our principal, teachers, and all students of SMK. Okay, and then write the name of your school. Okay, next, a very good morning to the principal of FMK, teachers, and students. So it depends on the student style. Maybe you want to write longer or you want to write shorter. The next one, a very good evening. Can it be evening? Okay, who knows? It can be an evening event. Okay, a very good afternoon or evening to the principal, our guest of honor. Normally you don't go until evening, right? You can say afternoon. Okay, to the principal, our guest of honor. Just now we use honored guest, but here we change it to guest of honor. Okay, remember spelling. I think this is because auto spelling. Okay, try to use British or UK spelling, N-O-U. Okay, not N-O-R, N-O-U-R. Okay, be careful with spelling. So N-O-U-R. Okay. A very good evening to the principal, our guest of honor, Mrs. Tam, teachers and friends. First of all, let me take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for making this farewell ceremony a success. Okay, that is a longer version. The last one is a longer version. So any question? Teacher, Amira said, some tips to organize idea for essay. There is no tips to organize idea for essay. My advice is to follow the sequence of the contents given. I think it's easier. Instead of you rearranging and then after that you panic, maybe you will forget some content points. Okay. So that is my answer for No Amira's question. Soalan honor means yang diraikan. Okay. Any more? American spelling. Yes, you better don't use American spelling. Okay, don't. Because of the color, then you spell COLOR. British spelling will be COLOUR. Yes. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Paragraph, still paragraph 1. What are we doing now? We are doing introduce oneself. So who are you? Okay, so you can be the head prefect, you can be the president of the English Language Society, because it is about an English teacher who is retiring. Okay, so let's say you are the head prefect. So you can write, today as a head prefect, I have been given a special task to talk about our English teacher, Madam Wee, who will be retiring. So you are the head prefect. Okay. Number 2, it is a great honor for me as the head prefect. Okay, so you mentioned the head prefect again, to welcome Puan Ramla, our English language teacher, to her retirement ceremony. Okay, so or you can mention your name. I am maybe Ali, the head prefect. Okay, and then you can continue. But this is better instead of introducing or mentioning your name. Okay, okay, next. Purpose. Okay, don't forget the purpose. Everything here will be in paragraph 1. I repeat, greet, introduce yourself, write the purpose, and then, if possible, thank the school. Okay, so purpose. I feel grateful to deliver this farewell speech on such an outstanding day like this. We are all here to bid goodbye to our teacher, Madam Sumati, who retires today. Today, I realize how time and valued moments fly. Okay, valued moments means saat yang berharga. Or you can say, we are gathered here this morning to bid farewell to our teacher, Puan Kamaria Ishak, who, as we all know, will be leaving us tomorrow. Today, she turns 60 and will start the new road of her peaceful and much-earned retirement. Okay, so that is the purpose. Next, we can continue with thank the school or express your gratitude. Okay, you can write, I would like to thank the school for giving me the opportunity to speak to all of you. Or you can say, before I begin, I wish to thank the school for this opportunity. Okay, so you have 3 important ideas for your first paragraph. Okay, now paragraph 2. You are writing number of years teaching at your school and previous school. Okay, remember some students, those days, some students, because this is an old question, so you know that when you discuss the questions later on with other students, you realize some students do not understand the word previous. Okay, so be careful with the word previous. Previous means other schools, your former school, sekolah yang terdahulu. Okay, so you can say, I'm sure most of us have come today with mixed feeling. On one hand, we are all happy that our English teacher, Puan Kamaria, will be retiring. On the other hand, we feel sad because today we'll be saying farewell to one of our most dedicated teachers. Let me now brief you. Okay, let me now brief you all. Brief is to memberi penerangan ringkas, to give a briefing about Puan Kamaria's contribution to our school. She has been teaching in this school for 16 years. So you have the number of the years. Okay, 16 years. She was posted to this school in 2004. It was her 3rd posting. Prior to this, prior means sebelum ini, okay? Prior to this, she taught in 2 rural schools in Kelantan, okay? So, taught means telah mengajar. This is the past tense of teach. Okay, or another example, Madam Anusha has been in this school since long before many of us were born. Before coming to this school, she taught in a number of schools in other parts of the country. She is one of our pioneers. We see the pioneer again, right? Okay, she is one of our pioneer teachers and has been in charge of the English language panel and debating team since the beginning. Okay, so you have a combination of other points also, but you have the word long before many of us were born. Okay, so was it mentioned? Is it mentioned in this sample paragraph? Is it mentioned the number of years? No. Okay, this candidate did not write. This candidate or student wrote since long before many of us were born. So don't worry, even if you have this, you will get a C1. Okay, because it is showing many years ago. So you will still be awarded C1. Okay, then you wrote she taught in a number of schools. Okay, so in other parts of the country. So this is C2. Okay. Next, we have paragraph 3, achievement, 100% passes in English language, and C4, innovative teacher award. So Mrs. Tam is an excellent English teacher. So when you describe the person, normally you use present tense, is, okay, and then you can say she teaches, she has also, okay, you use the word has. So it is because the teacher is still in the school. So at the present time, you're giving a speech. So you use present tense. But when you are writing example of previously maybe an event that happened, you can use past tense. But it's better to stick with present tense because you're describing the person. Okay. So Mrs. Tam is an excellent English teacher. There is a general consensus. General consensus means everybody agrees. Okay, semua orang bersetuju among their students, both past and present, that she is the best English teacher we have had in recent years. Many of us considered English as a boring and difficult subject. However, she has helped to change our mindset. She has also helped to increase the percentage of passes for the subject in SPM examination over the years. Our school has obtained 100% passes for English language for 5 consecutive years. 5 consecutive years means 5 tahun berturut-turut. Okay. The Johor State Education Department also honored her with the Innovative Teacher Award for these fantastic achievements. So honored means memberi penghargaan. Okay, so this event already happened, right? Telah memberi penghargaan, so you can use past tense. Okay. Next example, I'm sure those of you who have had the privilege of knowing her will agree that she is an excellent teacher and a committed friend. Her dedication and diligence, so you can see here you are using a lot of adjectives: excellent, committed, dedicated, and diligent. Okay, so be careful. Her dedication and diligence has managed to secure 100% passes for English language for 5 straight years. So just now I used some consecutive years. You can use 5 straight years. So it is better to use consecutive, right? Okay, and then she was also honored with the Innovative Teacher Award for her brilliant teaching techniques. Okay, now let's look at a bit of the adjectives because I feel that I need to explain here. Okay, let's look at this word. Diligent is rajin, right? So you have the word diligent. Okay, this is with a T. Okay, another word is diligence. Okay, so be careful. This is diligent is kerajinan. Okay, but diligent is rajin. So this is adjective. Okay, this is adjective. Be careful. Okay, diligent. NT is an adjective. So when you have NT, you have to write is. Okay, you can write she or he is diligent. Okay, but here it is not an adjective, diligence. So it is a noun, kerajinan. So be careful with this. Okay, so you can put her diligence, kerajinan beliau. Her diligence is, okay, or her diligence has helped many students to get better marks. Okay, you can use has. Okay, I repeat. If diligent, you can say she is diligent. But if diligence, you can write her diligence has made many students pass exam with flying colors. Okay, so be careful with the NT and also the CE. Okay, so far any question? Okay, I can see question for Nurin D. May I know what is the meaning of obtain? Obtain is mendapat. Okay, to get something. Okay, okay. Thank you, Ahmad, for writing down all the meanings. Okay. Next, we have paragraph 4. So we are using point say C5, C6, and C7. Okay. So C5 is head of the English language panel. C6 is the teacher advisor debating team. And C7 is organizer charity event. It means that this is the ketua panitia, this is the guru penasihat, and this is organizer means she organize or menganjurkan charity event. Charity means you do something without getting any payment. Okay, secara percuma. Okay, you can now look at the how it is written here. Okay, so Puan Kamaria has also left her mark in many areas. Left her marks means she became famous, okay, in many areas. As a teacher advisor of the debate team or debating team, she has helped the team to win top prizes, both at district and state level. District is daerah, state is negeri. She also hold, okay, she also hold. So here is a mistake there, sorry. She also holds, okay, so present tense. She also holds the post of the head of the English language panel for more than 3 years, okay, for the more than 10 years. In addition, she organizes, so this is correct. Okay, so because this is present tense, has helped. So holds, organizes, okay. So she organizes several charity events carried out in the school. A charity run to supply free meals for the Form 3 and Form 5 students who have extra classes in the afternoon, which is her brainchild. Brainchild means her idea, okay. Her idea has been ongoing, berterusan. Brainchild is idea, has been ongoing for 3 years since 2017. Okay, so she did a charity run, and from that charity run, she managed to get money to give free meals for the student. Okay, so Puan Kamaria also organized. Okay, because last year, see here the word last year, so you must use past tense because she's the organizer, right? But telah berlaku, okay, in the past. So you write Puan Kamaria also organized last year flood charity to help families of our students who were affected by the monsoon flooding. Okay, so who were affected? Because this is a past incident, kejadian yang telah berlaku. Okay, next. She has been in the respected position as the head of English language panel for over 20 years now. So we use has because she is still the head of the language panel, right? Okay, she had spent. Okay, my question is it right or wrong? Okay, let's look at the sentence. She had spent imparting, she had spent imparting the right, she had spent. Okay, something is missing there, sorry. She had spent, okay, the word is years here, okay. She had spent years, bertahun-tahun, imparting is to teach, to give, to how to say in BM, imparting. Mengajar is like to give you knowledge, okay. She had spent years imparting the right knowledge, okay. So dia telah bertahun-tahun memberi pengetahuan, okay, and skills onto the students as an English teacher. So it means that for many years, she has been teaching English to the students. Okay. So she had spent years imparting the right knowledge and skill onto the students as an English teacher and also advisor of our school debating team. So teacher, should I write had or should I write has? So my answer is it is better to write has. Okay. Okay, next. She is sincere. So you see the word is. She is sincere, responsible, well respected, and highly esteemed in the teaching profession. Okay. We always believe that she is an achiever, generous, modest, and an open-minded teacher. So you can see all the adjectives are there, right? Sometimes there is no need for you to use too many, okay? So you can use maybe 2 or 3 adjectives. She has also contributed her service in organizing charity events for underprivileged students in the state. Underprivileged means students who are poor. Okay, underprivileged. So that is paragraph 4. We did head of English panel, the debating team, advisor, and also organizer. Okay. Next. C5. This is a bit like description of a person for your continuous writing, right? So C8 and C9 are in paragraph 5. Okay, you just now remember I mentioned that from C8 to C12 are your own ideas, right? So you have to come up with your own ideas. So teachers plan after retirement. So you can write when asked about her plans after retirement. When asked, because telah ditanya, you already asked her. Okay, you have already asked her. So you say, when asked about her plans after retirement, Puan Kamaria said she plans to, or she wants to, or she wishes to, okay, spend more time with her 2 grandchildren who are currently living in another state and also travel around the world. She mentioned, teacher, why past tense? Past tense because you already asked her. So she already told you, okay? So mention. She mentioned countries like New Zealand and Iceland as her favorites. Okay, this is a short one, a short paragraph for the 2 plans. Or you can write a longer one. During our last class with her, Madam Tam said that she is planning to continue her free tuition classes for the Form 5 students. Okay, that is her first plan. And also help. Okay, so you have here to continue as well as to help. Okay, so it is together to continue and to help. Okay, and also help out in a local charity organization. Her voluntary work, voluntary sukarela, is very precious. Precious means berharga for her. Remember Lord of the Ring? When the person say, oh my precious. So it means satu yang berharga, very valuable. Her voluntary work is very precious for her and she often tells us that voluntary work allows young people to interact with society at large. And in addition to helping the organization carry out their duties, we not only gain experience but can learn a variety of skills. Even though one is not being paid, okay, that is called voluntary. One is not being paid. You don't get any money, okay? Through volunteering time, effort, and skills, one would learn more than what money can buy. Okay, so even though you volunteer, you don't get money, but you have to sacrifice your time, you have to make effort, but you learn a lot of things, right? Okay, that's called voluntary work. Okay, paragraph 6. The last 3 points, C10, C11, and C12. So C10 will be your opinion of the teacher. What do you think of the teacher? You like her, okay? One good memory. So for memory here, you can write an incident or event, kejadian ya, yang telah berlaku. You can mention that maybe you went for tuition in her house or she stayed back to help you with your problem and so on. Okay, you can mention one good memory. And then C12 will be wish your teacher well for the future. Okay, who knows? This year it can be a welcoming speech. Okay, because we had a farewell speech, right? Maybe this year SPM it will be a welcoming speech. Okay, let's look at the question. Let's look at the sample sentence. Okay, sample paragraph will be, throughout her career in the school, she was an excellent teacher and responsible for her commitment in promoting the best techniques in teaching in the teaching sector. So you mention opinion, yes, excellent teacher, responsible. Okay, then you can mention this. You can write, Dear Puan Aisha. Okay, if the teacher's name is Puan Aisha, you can say, Dear Puan Aisha, your outstanding qualities have inspired everyone. Okay, she tried not only to impart knowledge but also to inculcate in her students a deep sense of moral value. So this is all the opinion. These are all opinions. Okay, semua ini adalah pendapat. Excellent teacher, responsible, outstanding quality. Okay, so she teaches her student to have good moral values. Okay, now we are talking about memory. You can write, I recall. Recall means how to say in BM? Ingat semula, okay? Or I mention something that happened in the past. Saya merujuk kepada sesuatu yang telah berlaku. So I recall last year when she conducted extra classes for free for the Form 5 students and even treated them with food and drinks at her house. So you have the word recall. She conducted the class, then she gave you free food. Okay, then you write, we congratulate you on your well-deserved retirement. When we say we congratulate you on your well-deserved retirement, it means a wish, C12. Okay, so it means that tahniah kerana telah bersara. Okay, but your going away will be a great loss to this school. We wish you all the best. Okay, that's how you cover C10, C11, and C12. Okay, next sample paragraph. As our teacher, Mrs. Freddy, has been, okay, you just now I mentioned that you can write about what the memory, right? Okay, then you can see all the examples here. You can even write other examples, okay? It doesn't mean that you have to write about free tuition class and no giving free food. You can talk about something else. You can write about something else. Okay. As our teacher, Mrs. Freddy, has been a mother figure. If a male teacher, you can say father figure to all of us. She always listened patiently. So this is the memory. She always listened patiently to our problem and offers the best advice. Okay, she is not just another teacher. She was a friend when we were in need. Okay, so when you need her, she is a friend, an educationist who saw to our needs in our studies, and a firm disciplinarian when we were wrong. So this is very nice. It's written here. She's a friend, she's a teacher, educator, and also she's a disciplinary or discipline teacher. Okay. Anyone who has problems will find it very therapeutic just listening to her talk. Therapeutic means very healing. Okay, sesuatu yang memulihkan awak. You just listen to her, you feel happy, or you feel that your problem is solved. Okay, this is the wish. We wish you a happy retirement and ask that you remember us and come to visit the school from time to time. Okay, so this is the last part. Okay, any question before we go to the closing? Okay, I can see here. Brainchild, buah fikiran. Yes, Ahmad, thank you. Impart is to make the, impart is memberi pengetahuan, something like that. Okay, recall, ingat semula. Yes. Okay, thank you, Ahmad. Mother figure means, mother figure is like a tokoh. You somebody like an idol, you know, a person or people that you look up to. Okay. Okay, next. Paragraph 7 is the conclusion. Okay, summary. Remember, always write a summary or you thank the audience and your hope. But we mentioned our hope earlier, right? For the retired teacher. So you can say, Dear Puan Kamaria, we appreciate all that you have done for us. We congratulate you on your well-deserved retirement, but your going away will be a great loss to this school. So if you have written earlier, then that is also considered correct. We wish you all the best. Thank you, farewell, teacher. Okay, remember, here the candidate did not thank the audience. It is okay, okay? Or you can write, throughout her career in the school, she was an excellent teacher and responsible for her commitment in promoting the best technique in teaching sector. Dear Madam Cindy, your outstanding qualities has inspired everyone. Farewell, teacher. Okay, so the last one, which is longer. We will certainly miss her warm smile and pleasant hello along the corridor. It means that every time you meet her or you see her, she will give you a smile and then she will say hello. So that's why I say we will miss her warm smile and pleasant hello along the corridors. Her retirement will certainly be a loss to the school as a whole. As a whole means secara semua keseluruhan, as well as students and colleagues as individuals. Okay, it means that the school will lose a teacher, friends. Okay, so the colleague will be other teachers. So other teachers will lose a friend. Students will lose a teacher. Okay, please accept our humble and sincere apologies. This is good. Humble and sincere apologies. So you're asking, you're saying sorry. Okay. So, meminta maaf secara ikhlas, okay, for all our wrongdoings. So, please accept our humble and sincere apologies for all our wrongdoing. We wish you a happy retirement and ask that you remember us and come and visit the school from time to time. God bless you and thank you. Okay, you can write that. So, the last closing is better, right? Any question? So, we have finished the second paper. Okay, let's continue. I think we're gonna end maybe at 6:30, okay, because we still have another paper. Okay, this is from the year 2011, because we have to cover all the different types. Remember to suggest, to welcome, to bid farewell, and also the last one is what? That was to inform just now, right? Okay, so let's look at this one. This one is to inform. We did earlier, the first one is to suggest and persuade, and then to bid farewell, and then the last one. Okay, this is 2012. Okay, this is for, I think if you are a Red Crescent member, then you'll be very happy to get this question, okay? So you attended a workshop organized by the State Red Crescent Society on how to manage a sprained ankle. Okay, this is an ankle. Make sure you know where's the ankle. Okay, your teacher advisor has asked you to give a talk to the Red Crescent Society members in your school to upgrade their skill in giving first aid. Okay, so you attended workshop. There was a workshop, okay, by the Red Crescent Society. And then what is the talk about? You learn how to manage sprained ankle. And then the teacher advisor said, okay, give a talk. So you have to give a talk. Why? Because you need to upgrade skills. Upgrade skill means to improve yourself, okay, in giving first aid treatment. Okay. So these are the notes. C1 to C12, they are all there because all exam questions or the formal ones, they are maybe in the year 2010, 2011, and 12. All the notes are given, okay, or were given. Okay, when writing the talk, you must remember to the same thing, greet your audience, mention the purpose of the talk, include all the points, and end your talk appropriately. Okay, so format 1, greet. Format 2, purpose of talk. Format 3, ending or closing. Okay, let's look at the point. Contents or points. Okay, C1, rest ankle. C2, don't walk. C3, apply ice. C4, 20 minutes. C5, reduce swelling. C6, bandage ankle, not too tightly. C7, stabilize ankle. C8, ensure continuous blood flow. C9, raise higher than hip. C10, prevent further swelling. C11, no massaging. C12, prevent more injury. Okay, so these are the points. So the same thing, see paragraph 1. Remember that greet, introduce yourself, purpose, and thank the teacher or the school. So you can say good morning, okay, because this is a talk for your members. So maybe during the talk, the audience, okay, so they are the members of the Red Crescent Society, and maybe the teacher advisor is there. Okay, so please remember when you write, you must make sure who are the people listening to your speech or talk. Okay, so here will be good morning to the teacher advisor of the Red Crescent Society and all members. So there are only two groups, one teacher advisor and another is the other members. Okay, so you have all the members and maybe more than one teacher. You can write good morning to the teacher advisors. It can be more than one. Okay, or you can say good morning I bid to the teacher advisor and the members. Or you can let's look at the third one. A very good morning to our teacher Encik Hisham and all the members of the Red Crescent Society of SMK. Okay, or you can say a very good morning to Mr. Amran, the teacher advisor of the Red Crescent Society of SMK and all members. You can say good morning to Puan Kong, the Red Crescent Society teacher advisor and my fellow society members. You can see here, fellow members. Okay, never write fellow friends. Easy, right? So try to memorize your greeting. And then we have number 2. Number 2 will be introduce yourself. Okay, so you can say today as a president of the Red Crescent Society, I will or I want to inform about a workshop that I had attended. You can say Encik Imran has asked me, the president of the Red Crescent Society, to, okay, so you can use these 2 sentences. Okay, next, number 3 will be purpose. You can write, I attended a workshop organized by the Red Crescent Society of Selangor last month on how to manage a sprained ankle. I'm here to share what I've learned. So I want to share, okay, what I've learned from the workshop so that we can upgrade our skills in giving first aid treatment. So this is the purpose, to share the information so that the other members can upgrade their skills. Okay. Another example, you can write, last Saturday, I was one of the participants of the program organized. Okay, now wrong spelling again. Because this is maybe auto, okay? Auto corrected. So organize. S-E-D, okay? British spelling. So last Saturday, I was one of the participants of the program organized by the Red Crescent Society of Seremban. It was a workshop on how to manage a sprained ankle. Encik Imran has asked me to share what I have learned in order for all members to upgrade skills in giving first aid treatment. So this is quite easy, right? The purpose is to inform the other members. Okay. So let's look at the next one. The next one will be what is the next one? The next one is to thank the school or the teacher. Okay. To thank is also to express your gratitude. Berterima kasih. Okay, you can write, I would like to thank our teacher advisor for giving me the opportunity to speak to all of you. So use the word opportunity. Before I begin, I wish to thank Mr. Imran for this opportunity. Okay. So this is more on first aid treatment. So there are a lot of words here like rest ankle, don't walk, apply ice. Okay, so these are the points. So you have C1 to C5. Okay, so let's look at the first one. We are in paragraph 2. Okay, first of all, in treating a sprained ankle, it is important to let the injured person rest his ankle. So C1, gently bring the person to a quiet nearby area to rest. Make sure that the person does not walk, okay, as his ankle will be swollen. So C2, after that, apply ice to his ankle, C3, for 20 minutes. C4, this should reduce the swelling. C5, okay, so very easy. The first paragraph, okay, it is short, but you get all the 5 content points. Okay, so let's look at another candidate who wrote longer. Did you know? You can ask a question in a speech, okay, or a talk. You can ask the audience, did you know? So you can say, did you know that an ankle sprain can cause intense pain in the joint and may make it difficult to move the ankle or walk? If you sprain your ankle, the pain lasts longer and may be worse when you walk. A sprain usually causes ankle swelling, and you may also have bruising as a result of injury. It's also possible that the injury involves something more serious, such as a broken bone or damage to the tendon. Okay, so maybe the candidate who wrote this, okay, he or she is a member of the Red Crescent Society. Okay, so because you need to know a lot of scientific facts. All right, next, the common recommendation is cadangan, yeah, for reducing swelling and treating a sprained ankle is the RICE treatment. That stands for rest, ice, compress, and elevate. Elevate means to raise, menaikkan bahagian yang cedera itu. You have to rest the ankle. Rest C1, which means don't walk. C2. Then the next step is to apply ice for 20 minutes. C3 and C4. Okay, this step is necessary to reduce swelling. So I forgot this one. This is supposed to be in red, right? So reduce swelling is C5. After that, compress and elevate the ankle. Okay, compress is to bandage and elevate means to raise the leg, to raise the ankle. Okay, so this is more about first aid. Okay, next. We are using C6, C7, C8, C9, and C10. Okay, next, bandage the ankle C6, but do not do it tightly. Okay, this is to stabilize ankle C7 and ensure continuous blood flow C8. Okay, so it will ensure continuous blood flow to the swollen area. It means that you have to bandage it, not too tightly. Why? Because if it's too tight, you will obstruct the blood flow. The blood won't be flowing to the swollen part of the leg. Okay. So the ankle needs to be raised. Raised means angkat. C9 higher than the hip. Okay, to prevent further swelling. So it won't swell more. Okay, so very easy. So the short paragraph here covered all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. Okay. So next we have another longer answer. Compressing the injury simply means you should bandage your ankle C6 with a stretchy bandage, but not too tightly. This helps hold your ankle joint still. Still means tidak bergerak. Okay, so the ligaments can heal as well as to ensure continuous blood flow. Stabilizing your ankle also helps control the pain and reduce the swelling. Okay, so C10. Elevating or raising your ankle can also help rid of the swelling. So elevate is to raise. C9. Keeping your ankle at a higher position than your hip helps get rid of the built-up fluid in the area. Okay, so you can see the first example is easier. The second example, the student or candidate wrote longer and put in more ideas. Okay. Next, we have the last two, C11 and C12. C11, no massaging. So massage here, not message. Okay, massage is urut. Okay, C12, prevent more injury. Okay, let's look at the last two. A very important thing to note is no massaging of the sprained ankle to prevent further injury. Done. Okay, one sentence itself, you managed to write C11 and C12. Okay, if you massage the sprained ankle, the problem will be aggravated. Aggravated means becoming worse. So it depends on you whether you want to write a short, okay, or shorter sentences or longer sentences. Okay. Massaging can help to speed healing and to break up scar tissue forming. However, it is contraindicated directly after the injury. It means you shouldn't do after the injury. Okay. You want to focus on alleviating inflammation and swelling. It means to reduce it. Okay, if you try to massage it while there is still a lot of inflammation, you are only going to inflame it more. So don't massage it right away in order to prevent more injury. Okay, so there are a lot of difficult words here, right? So that's the end of the paragraph for all the content points. So any question? Anybody? Okay, let me look at the question. Okay. Yes, inflate is bengkak, yes. Inflate is bengkak. Inflate is not bengkak. Inflate is more like very red. Okay, swollen is bengkak. Okay, next. The last part, conclusion. Remember, thank the audience, or write a summary, or write your wish. Okay. First example, let's look at this first. If you find the instruction difficult to follow, okay, maybe this person wants to end it this way. If you find the instruction difficult to follow, or if you have any questions, please feel free to come up to me later in private. I will be more than willing to explain further. Thank you. So maybe the president of this Red Crescent Society, no, the person wants to end it this way. Okay, if you find my instruction difficult, you can see me later. Okay, you can say that, thank you. Okay, or you can write, boys and girls, I hope that you will be able to learn and apply the first aid treatment I've just shared. Thank you. Okay, so this is more related to the conclusion, right? Okay, number 3, I've come to the end of my talk. In conclusion, okay, learning more first aid treatments is important as a member of the Red Crescent Society. We will be able to upgrade our skills to protect and save lives, as well as to mobilize and assist in emergency situations. Thank you. So this candidate definitely know more words, okay? This candidate can write better words such as protect, save life, mobilize, assist in emergency situation. Okay. Don't forget in speech, normally you end with a thank you. Okay. Not a goodbye, not a bye-bye. Okay. Last sample. That is all about how to manage a sprained ankle. So that is all about how to manage a sprained ankle. This is like the summary. Okay. So this is all. Okay. I finished. So this is all I mentioned. So that is to summarize. I hope that, so this is the hope. Those steps that I had given would help you all a lot in upgrading your skill. Okay. So you can say, I hope that those steps I had given. Okay, here, let me change to a pen. Okay. I hope that those steps that I had given, you can always use have, because it just happened, right? You are still giving the speech. So you can say, I hope that those steps that I have given, you can use have here, okay? Either have is correct or had is also correct. Okay, so I hope that those steps I have given would help you all. Help you all. You like to use this help you all. Okay, it's better to write help all of you. So I hope that those steps I have given would help all of you in upgrading your skills. Thank you. Okay, so that's the end of our last question for SPM paper. Okay, last week I forgot about this. Sorry for my mistake. I'm supposed to give you link for the today's class. Okay, so the link is here, or you can scan the QR code. But remember, the code is only, the cert is only for those who have email with ED date. Okay, it means that you have to apply to get an ED date account. Okay, so it's written here, the link is CJ is there, and then the code access is class IU ED date. Okay, you can scan it now. If you are a member of the ED date, if not, you can apply. Okay, and then you can go to the website Academy YouTuber, and then you can even register. This is the last one because they are trying to find the icon ED date junior. So jom daftar untuk pencalonan icon ED date junior. If you feel it can be the icon, you can register. But first, remember to apply for ED date account. Only with ED date account you can get the cert. Okay. So sorry that I forgot about it last week. Okay, that's all. And then thank you for attending the class today. So I'm going to stop sharing first. Okay. So I'm back here. Okay, you can see me now. So we took about 1 hour and 30 minutes to finish the lesson today. Any questions? Now I can see your questions. Intan, is this for Form 5 KSSM? No. This is for Form 5 sitting for the Form 5 students or candidates who are sitting for exam next month. This is KBSM. Okay. Who else? KSSM to apa? Okay, KSM is the new new syllabus for your English. Because this year you are using a new book for Form 5, so it's KSSM. But KSM has been there for Form 1 to Form 4. And Form 5 will be the first year this year, okay? Okay, what else? Nishan say thank you, you're welcome. Nurin say thank you, yes. Ahmad say thank you, you're welcome. Okay, so KSM adalah sukatan pelajaran yang baru. KBSM is the old one. So Form 5 last year, who the batch has to sit for the exam this year, right? They have to sit for the exam in February. So they are the old batch. So they are called the KBSM. Okay, anything else? So Nuri is, I'm in SPM 2021. Okay, so maybe I'll do some more live streaming on the format for SPM 2021. That's the new format, okay? In the new format, you have to write 3 essays. In the old format, you have to write 2. Okay, any more questions? Okay, that's all. Thank you for attending this live session today, and hopefully we'll meet again. Maybe I'll do another one, the last one for informal letter. Okay, bye-bye. Thank you, everyone.